All right, let's run through the chord progression. It starts on B, 2, 3, 4. B, F sharp major, back to B. G sharp minor, B, F sharp, B, F sharp, now E7, B, F sharp, B. Let me show you that little cool thing. It does it earlier in the song as well. It's E, F sharp, B. So you can kind of go as well. Now, the song, what I like about it is it works really well into our line of thinking. The parent pentatonic scale on this is B major pentatonic. And that covers, you can kind of play B major pentatonic over the whole song. But as usual, we're going to miss some really cool notes, and specifically on the E7 chord. That's where I really, really have some strong notes I could take advantage of. Okay, so B major pentatonic, if we look at the notes, are going to be B, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, A sharp, I'm sorry, G sharp, and B. You go through the fingerings? Okay, so if I look at the chord progression, I have B major, F major, B major. If I want to do that here, I can go maybe, all right, let's do this. B major, there's my F major, F sharp major, B, right? And I can go to my B, G sharp minor, B again, F, and the B, and then my E7, B, F sharp, B. So if I look right here, and all those chords are pretty close by, and almost everything is in the pentatonic scale. All right, so I'm going to think B major pentatonic. And as I go through this, I can see both my B chords. Right there, B major triad, right off of the B major triad, back down, ending on my B. Okay, now, when I go this note, well, you heard the change, right? It's kind of similar to what the melody of the song is, too. The G sharp minor chord, I'm hitting the G sharp. Now, the G sharp note is in B major pentatonic, but, you know, it's not always going to be a great note on B or on F sharp when we get to that, but I really, really want to hit it when I'm on that G sharp minor chord. It's right in the scale. And then I resolve down to this F sharp, which is also in the B major chord. Okay, so that kind of covers that. Now, the fun part, and where I'm talking about these strong notes and seeing the difference between the chords and the scale, is when I go down to this F major to the E7. Now, E7 is spelled E, G sharp, B, and D. If I see that E7 chord right there, what I want to do, I kind of had some fun there. I borrowed a bit from a B minor blues scale, but the fun thing was B major pentatonic has a D sharp in it. And if I just look at an E7 chord, if I just look at the picture, I don't have that same note. I have a D natural. So that's one of those really strong notes. I'm thinking chord tones earlier, of course, and everything sounded good, but everything was still in the pentatonic scale. Now here's the part where I really want to jump out and grab a note that's going to grab your ear. And that E7 chord always grabbed my ear, that cool, gospel-y, bluesy sounding thing. So here I do a bit of a bluesy lick, because I can, because it sounds cool. The A is fine. And I sit on that note, which covers that note right there, the E7 chord. That, to me, is the one note you really have to get in this whole chord progression. You can play B major pentatonic over all of it, and think about, okay, the G sharp's in here, I can hit those chord tones, the F sharp for the F sharp chord. But if you really want to get the, the payoff, that it's that E7 chord, and making sure you hit the D natural, because that is the note that is not in the B major pentatonic scale. So this song we can treat on many levels. I would recommend, and very commonly, like I said, the way people approach this one is B major pentatonic. When you get to that E7 chord, that's the one chord you want to make sure you hit. I've heard people solo over this, and they stick on B major through the whole thing, and it just doesn't really work. Because listen, if I play E7 and I play B major pentatonic, and I hit that D sharp, it's going to sound terrible because it's not in the chord. Okay, so once again, as we talked before, I'm really visualizing the chord shapes across the fingerboard and inside the pentatonic scale, or around the area of the pentatonic scale I'm playing with. I don't need to know the theory behind it just yet. I don't need to know like why, how and the whys and the hows of all these things. The great thing about the guitar right now at the beginning is I can start, well, there's the note that's in the chord. I should probably play that note. And that will also spur your ears on to be able to do this in other positions, and really help you to know the fingerboard a lot better once you start digging in to know all the names of the notes and the triad inversions and all those kind of things. You'll see that what you're doing was really kind of obvious. Let me walk you through the solo nice and slowly. Keep in mind, I'm basically thinking B major pentatonic until I get to the E7 chord, and I want to hit my D. The pickup, 3, 4.